Alright, howdy folks, welcome back. VE Commodore rear wheel bearings replacement video. Now, last video we left with empty housings, ready to clean them up, and what I've done is I've then ready to fit the new bearing. Give me a bit of a scrub out with just a gentle clean with CRC, Scotch Brite, something like that. Don't want to use emery or flapper wheel or a die grinder or anything like that. It'll affect your bearing press fit, although they are extremely tight, so I'd recommend probably warming up the housings and or cooling down the bearings before you try and fit them. A little bit of just a light lube with some just light oil, not a great deal. You don't want lots, but you don't really want a lot of grease or anything to make sure they seat properly. So anyway, one bearing installed, clip back in place. Now, new hub in the bag, ready to go. Old hubs, old bearings, one clip and everything ready for that one. Just a couple of minor points from an earlier video. Pretty well conclusive. The left-hand rear wheel bearing in a race wasn't looking like it was still a press fit on the inner part of the hub shaft. So what I found, we pulled it apart, and the old original bearing sat this way on. Now it should be a tight fit within this race. I can slip this on a fair way. So that race definitely would have been spinning, and it's worn the end of the hub. So luckily we've got new ones going on anyway. So lucky we got them. So the race itself on the bearing isn't particularly worn, although it's been spinning. It's worn the shaft down more than anything. Of course, softer steel. But if we stick it on the stick the other bearing, try and fit that on there, there's just no way it's going to go on. So that's what it should be like. It should be a press fit on there. You don't want to reuse these hubs if you've got anything that just slips on and off as easily as that. You're going to have the same sort of issues. You're going to have bearings that aren't preloaded properly, or you have one that's you have a race that's spinning. So it's sort of conclusive, and that would have been the noise that the customer was hearing as things warmed up. That race would have been spinning. So it goes almost fully back on without any kind of tight press fit in there. So all right, well, we're just about ready to fit the new hub into the new bearing. Something to be aware of always when you're pressing bearings. Only press on the surface that you're sort of pressing into the housing. Something like this, you could always press around the outer race of the bearing. You never want to press on the centre. As I said, worth warming up the housings in the oven for a while. Not too hot. You only want probably maybe 60 or 80 degrees, and then your bearings can go in the fridge or the freezer. Makes a big difference. Make sure you press them up to the shoulder on the inside, and then the other final word with previous videos: make sure you fit them the right way round for your speed sensor. Hole should be around about here somewhere. Fit it in from here. So this one's basically ready for the new hub. I'll get back onto that. I'll fit the new bearing to the other hub, and we'll start finishing off. We'll be back with another video shortly. One last point I'll make, just referring back to the speed sensors from another video. They're held in by these basically a reverse of a Torx screw, 6-point star headed screws. What I found, I've got the correct E10 socket, a 6-point female Torx. Looks like you can get away with possibly a 6-point single hex 1/4 inch. That's a 1/4 inch socket, 1/4 inch drive. and I finally had another one in my set, which is a 6.3mm, oddly enough, which is basically identical to 1/4 inch, just slightly under technically. That's actually a 12 point, so I could even maybe you or I could get away with possibly using that 12 point. We'll happily take the 6 point. So yeah, one added tip for everybody out there. Now I'll get back to what I'm doing. I'll get back with another video shortly. Thanks for watching.